Hello there. In this video, we are going to cover 6 advanced Facebook ad strategies to make you more profitable in 2020, 2021, and beyond. Let's jump in right now. This one, optimizing for purchases almost all the time, is what's working best right now. Even if you're adding someone to an email list, it's actually more expensive to get them on that email list if you're optimizing for purchases. But they have been, from my experience, a lot more likely to buy because, they get a number of emails, so they don't purchase right here. But on email 4, you ask them for the purchase, and they're a lot more qualified and a lot more willing to buy. So I'm seeing optimizing for purchases, even to get people on a list, actually leading to more sales. Like, there's so many different things you can optimize for, but this is outperforming all of them anytime people are actually trying to make money or bring in a profit. Like if you're a lawyer, it may be phone calls or things like that, but really optimizing for the final action that you really want people to take is doing the best. Number 2 is just really aggressively testing different ads and different audiences and different headlines. Now I'm doing those in new campaigns because if a campaign is working, I'm not gonna mess with it. But I'm always creating new campaigns and creating brand new audiences and different ads and things like that because ads tend to fatigue over time. The performance tends to go down over time. So often the more you can be testing and different angles and getting creative, the better things can be performing. So typically at a minimum, I'll run 10 ads. I don't want to make any assumptions. I don't want to say, hey, photos are going to do better. Hey, videos are going to do better. This placement's going to do better. I'm doing it at a variety of different placements and usually testing 10 or so and really just trying to hone in on the 2 big winners, and then I'll keep those winners and test an additional 10 or so. Now, you don't want to split up your budget so much that you can't actually properly test things. I'm usually aiming for 50 conversions. If someone's made actually 50 purchases and it's doing really well, I know that's a good performing ad. Sometimes you'll run it and it just really underperforms and it becomes obvious pretty quickly. But a lot of the time, if something hits 50 purchases and is doing really well, I know that that ad's a keeper and a high performer. Number 3 is having a series of ads after someone actually buys from you. So it could be an ad thanking them for their purchase. It can be an ad about a testimonial. It can be, if it's something that people purchase on an ongoing basis, ads specific to them to get them to make another purchase. But you don't want to forget about someone after they've made their purchase. If someone's bought from you, they're much more likely to buy from you again, to refer you to a friend. So you should be doing some of this definitely on your email list, even your thank you page. But there's definitely a place to do it in your Facebook ads and where people actually get excited. Hey, here's the CEO thanking me for my purchase. It did an ad just for me, or something specific to customers. These are some of the best people to target, and it's really not that expensive because the pool of customers is not going to be giant. Number 4 is simple. Making the checkout process as simple as possible. So not people need to go to a page and fill out this thing and go to this other page and click a button. You should provide a lot of additional info. You don't want it just to be a page with an order button, but as much as you can, it just performs so much better if it's so easy for people to understand where to click to actually check out, where people can go add, click, fill out the checkout. Just a seamless, easy process helps so much because it's just less barriers, and often you'll lose a high percent of people with each step. If you have 5 steps, you may have lost 99.9% of people who just don't actually go through all of those different steps. It's you asking them to do more and more things. So don't just put an order button, but think about simplifying the process. Think about actually using a tool like Hotjar or something like that that tracks users' behavior so you can actually see you're spending money to get people on that page. What are people doing when they get there? Number 5 is testing different landing page variations. So someone clicks on the ad and the page that they land on can make a huge difference. You want to be split testing. You want to have a tool where you can track users' behaviors. So be testing different pages and seeing which one performs better, you definitely want all the colors and fonts and whole experience to match really well between the ad and the other thing. But like, that's often the biggest area of improvement. I've seen landing pages where 1 out of 1,000 people bought, and other ones where 1 out of, I think 8 was the highest I saw people bought. And it really depends on the price and things like that. But you know, in order to get someone to click or get in front of someone, there's some variation in what that costs. But with this, I mean, you can double your sales instantly by changing up a landing page and finding a much, much better landing page. So that's something you should be constantly testing. The 6th one is constantly being hungry and trying to improve. So it's pretty easy. You have like a campaign and it works really well. So you increase the spend and it's still working well, and you kind of rest on your laurels and say, okay, we've got it good. We have a campaign that works. It's awesome. Well, over time, especially as you're showing it to more people and increasing the spend, that campaign's performance is going to go down and down. It's just inevitable. So I don't like changing this campaign. I like doing other campaigns. But even when something's working well, I'm constantly thinking, okay, what new ads, what new angles, what new hooks, headlines, things like that could we be doing? Because you may have a really good solution, but there's something even better. There's something that would perform significantly better than that one. There's actually 5 kind of unknown mistakes that people make, mistakes that I made myself, which you really need to check out. I made this video right over there outlining those different ad mistakes. Subscribe for more videos on advanced Facebook ad strategies, marketing strategies, entrepreneur strategies, but you need to check out those mistakes because I don't want you to be making them.